everybody, it's AG actually, and today I'm here with Ivy, and we are doing another doll restoration video. If you saw the title, I went to Goodwill and I found an Our Generation doll for $4, guys. This doll was $4, and they're normally like around 30. I don't know which doll this is. I didn't look it up or anything, so if you know which doll it is, then you can comment down below and tell me. But I'm just warning you, she's in very, very bad condition. She does not look her best, but I'm going to try my best to restore her, because anything that has to do with American Girl type dolls, then I will try my best to restore and use. Here is her face. So I got her for $3.95 at Goodwill. So guys, definitely go check out your local thrift store. There's probably some really good dolls that you're just missing out on because you don't go to those stores for really cheap. So yes, this is Our Generation. I will take her clothes off and show you guys in a little bit. But as you can see, somebody put tons of makeup on her cheeks. Her lips look okay. She actually has some like blue, I don't even know what it is, nail polish? Yeah, all over her eyes, so I'm going to try to get that out of her eyes, which it doesn't really bother me that much. It just keeps her from her eyes opening as wide as they should. She has some nail polish across her face right here, and her hair is very, very frizzy, but with some brushing I think it'll be okay. I don't know if I want to wash it or not, just because of how it's not as good as quality as American Girl to wash. And there's also some strips of different colors in her hair. There's like this orange, and then there's like this pink strip right here. You probably can't see it, but I actually kind of like those colorful strips in her hair because I have colored hair myself, so I think that kind of looks really cool. She's wearing a Our Generation dress, but it has a stain on it, so I'm going to try to get that stain off. As you can see, it says Our Generation. So her body's in pretty good condition. There's a slight hole on her stomach right here. It's very, very tiny. So I might just sew that up a little bit. You can see there's like some stuffing coming out. But here's the proof that is an Our Generation doll. I've never had an Our Generation doll, so this is my first. And she's really pretty, and I don't know why somebody would totally ruin her like that. It was probably a little kid. And since these dolls aren't as expensive as American Girl, I totally understand that. But she's wearing this underwear, and they're really, really small. I don't know if it's Our Generation brand underwear, but it keeps falling down, and it does not fit her at all. So I have no clue if that's Our Generation underwear or not. And the bottom of her foot says $3.93 because that's how much she was at Goodwill, so I'm going to have to try to scrub that off as well. Her nails are painted orange, every single one. So I'll just use some nail polish remover, and if you can see, there's like the shiny sticky stuff on her foot, and it looks like somebody like chewed on this a little bit maybe, but I'm gonna try to scrub that off. So it pretty much seems like the only thing that's wrong with her is that she just really needs like her body scrubbed and her hair just brushed, and she'll be like almost brand new and she'll look super pretty. Her eyes are gorgeous. I absolutely love her skin color, the way it goes with her eyes and her hair. I think it makes her look really, really pretty. So I'm taking a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and this is like half of the one that I used for my American Girl doll. And I'm just going to try to scrub the absolute crap out of her face. I'm not going to try to get her lips or her eyebrows. I'm just going to try to get her cheeks. And then I'm going to take a Q-tip, and I'm going to try to use nail polish remover just a little bit to try to scrub around her eyes, and maybe that'll work. If it doesn't, then it's not too big of a deal, but I'm just taking it and I'm spraying some water on it. So I went through 1 magic eraser, 2 cotton balls, and 3 Q-tips, but she is mostly clean. Her body is completely clean now. I cleaned her toes. There's no paint on either one. I cleaned her nails. There's nothing on those either. So here are her eyes. They're a lot cleaner than they were before. So is her face. All of the makeup on her face is gone. All of the nail polish that was on her face is gone. It may look like her cheeks are still kind of pink because that's her complexion, but there is some still nail polish in her eyes right here. I tried to get them off her lid, which I did pretty good on that. I accidentally peeled some paint off right there. And honestly, I don't really care if her eyes open or closed or not. I might just like put a little bit of glue on her eyelid and just glue her eyes open just so they stay open, because I don't know if you guys noticed, but this eye stays like smaller than the other. Like, you see what I mean? It does that, so I might take a little bit of glue and just glue it up so her eyes just stay open just like that. Okay guys, so I glued her eyes open, and I think it looks so much better to keep her eyes open like this. I don't have to worry about her one eye closing and the other not, and I think it makes the blue around her eyes show up less, like you can barely see any of it. You can see it more on this eye. You can kind of see it, yeah, you can see it more on this eye. But it doesn't really bother me, and her skin and everything looks great. And now for the next step, I'm just going to spray her hair with some water and brush it out and see what it looks like brushed. But as you can see, it's a lot straighter, a lot smoother and silky for being our generation hair. A lot has fallen out, but that is expected from like pulling tons of tangles out with a brush, so that happens with any humans, so I expected that to happen. So there's a lot of hair falling, and then there was some that was like not coming out, but it was a lot longer, so I just kind of took some scissors and I trimmed up the ends a little bit. It's not perfect, but it's very poofy, so I'm going to wait for the water to dry in the hair a little bit. So now that she is looking all new and she looks really good, I'm really happy with how she came out and everything. I'm going to go ahead and put her underwear and her dress back on. I did pretty much get the stain out of the front. You might not even be able to see it. I don't know if you can or not, probably not, but I just sprayed it with some Shout and I put some water on it and I just scrubbed it. And there's only a little bit, like a little pink stain, but this is still a really cute dress and I don't want it to go to waste. So let's go ahead and put her clothes on. I have no clue if this is our generation underwear or not. It's really small, but I'm still going to put it on her so she has some undies. Here's a final view of what she looks like. So I went on ourgeneration.com and I looked at all of the dolls, and the doll she looked most like was the retro, what's her name? I believe she looked like the retro Ruby doll, I think that's her name, and then also there was a basic doll that she looked like, which I will put the picture like right here so you guys can see. But if it's not either one of those, then please comment down below and tell me which one you think she is. There's a lot of blonde Our Generation dolls that all kind of look the same to me, so I'm not very sure. But the one with the hair length and the hair color, she kind of looked like the retro Ruby. I think that's her name. So I'm not really sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed this restoration video. It was really fun to make, and I'm definitely going to be making more trips to Goodwill so I can get more doll stuff and everything. And it's really cool how different American Girl dolls look from Our Generation, just from like on camera and stuff, like watching them on YouTube, they look the same, but like in person, like the quality of each is so different. The hair on this is very like cheap and hard to control, but like the hair on American Girl dolls are so like nice and flowy. It's just like so different, but I actually really love this Our Generation doll. I think her hair and her eyes are beautiful, and I think they look really good. So I'm probably going to name her something different. If you have any name suggestions, then please comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time.